Welcome to the session 3 of Python Basics. So today we'll look into some more uh, rules for declaring a variable. So these are the following rules. Variable names cannot start with a number. And then the second one, most important, is that variable names are case sensitive. Okay. So these are the two rules. We had looked into the other rules which were there, the 4, 5 rules which were there in the last session, and you can add two more rules over there. Okay. So what I mean by this is that we have also looked into it in the previous session. What I mean is that these two variables with age and the other one age, and for example age, all these three are different variables. Okay, these are three different variables. Now some of the illegal variable names which I'll show you, and you can take note of this, and you can validate when you declare your own variables. Okay, illegal variable names. The first one, if you declare a variable like this, to my var, okay, this is illegal. Why? Because in this it uses number as the first character. So this is why it is illegal. You cannot declare in this way. Okay. So this is illegal. And the next one is, if you want to declare a variable, for example, I want to declare as a hyphen b. So this is also illegal, because here what I'm using is I am the variable name has the hyphen mark in between. Okay. Then if I use, for example, temp name, this is also illegal because there is a space. There is a space in the variable name. Okay. So these two are illegal. I cannot use these two. So we'll comment in this way. And then if I use, for example, I again, for example, my ABC, this is also illegal because it starts with hyphen. Okay, so we cannot use this. So it invalidates the rules which are there. The first rule, if you see the rules, the first character can be an underscore, a to z, or small a to z, and the capital A to z. These are the first variables which are allowed. So in this way, this one is not allowed over here. This variable name is not allowed. This is illegal. Okay. Now come to the next section. How can we declare a multi-word variable? There are two forms of this. We can declare this. We can declare a multi-word variable in two ways. The first one is called the camel case, and the second one is called snake case. Okay. So what is camel case? Camel case, how can we declare? For example, if I want to declare student name for for uh, Python course. Okay, so this is the snake case. Why? In sorry, this is the camel case. In the camel case, the first word, there is a combination of word, that is, you see the student, followed by the next word, that is name. The third word is for, and then the fourth word is Python, and then the fifth word is course. So I have appended all the words. The first word starts with a small letter, followed by all the letters in small case. Then the second word, the first letter of the second word starts with a capital. The other letters, other characters are small. Similarly, the third word starts with a capital letter, followed by small letter for the other characters in the word. The fourth word also starts with a capital letter, followed by small letter for other characters. Similarly, the following words also. So in camel case, what we see, the first word starts with small letter, and subsequent letters are also small. Then following, after this, after, from the second word onwards, from the second word onwards, the first letter is capital, and the rest of the letters in the word are small. Okay, and it follows. For example, the first word, all are small. Then from the second word onwards, the first letter is capital, others are small. Similarly, for the third word also, you see the first character is capital, the other letters are small. For Python also, which is the fourth word, the first letter is capital, the other letters are small. The fifth word also, we have the first letter C as capital, followed by the other letters which are small. And if you want to combine more, or you want to add more words into this, you can follow the same structure. That is, the first letter of the word should be a capital one. The other letters in the word should be kept small. So this is called the camel case. Okay. This is very long variable name. This is just for an explanation, but you should avoid this kind of long name for a variable. The variable name should be short, and it should be self-explanatory. Okay, and then I can use the same word or the same variable name over here, and I can use it for the snake case. In snake case, what we have all the words. For example, we can here also we can combine all the words, but here we combine it with underscore. All the words will combine with underscore, and all the letters will be small. Okay, so this is called the snake case. Sorry, this is illegal because hyphen is not allowed. Python underscore course. So this is the snake case. Here what we have we combine the words with underscore, and all the characters in the variable name generally are small. Okay, fine. So this is the one. So now let's come to the next section, that is that is I will comment this part, that is assign multiple values. Okay, so assign multiple values. So how can we assign multiple values? So we can use a shortcut. So if you want to assign multiple values to all the variables, for example, if you have three variables called a, so how can you do it? You can do it for a equal to 2. Okay, then the next line b equal to 4, and then c equal to, for example, 8. Okay, so this is one way. Or what we can do, if I print values of the variables. Okay, a comma b, a, right, is a comma b comma c. Okay, we have a, then b, c. If I go to this cd, cd session 2. Okay, then I do python exercise 2.py. Okay, a equal to 2. Okay, so we cannot have the indentation. The first line is like this, third line. Okay, save it and run it. Student name for the course, what is telling, name is not defined. Okay, abc equal to 2, 4, 8. Okay, we see the variables 2, 4 and 8. Okay, similarly, what I can do is that I can use as a comma b comma c equal to 2 comma 4 comma 8. Okay, this will give me the same result. If I comment out this one, print new variable values, what I'll do a 12, 14 and 18. Let's see whether it's changed or not. Fine. Okay, see the new value variable values, value of the variable ABC is 12, 14 and 18. Fine. You see the variable change. So this is the way, but here it is very important to know that the number of the count of the variables which you declare over here should be equal to the count of the values which you give in the right hand side of the assignment operator. Okay, so what I mean by this is that uh, so here I'll tell, I'll give the comment, the number of variables should be equal to the values in the right hand side of the assignment operator. Okay, so this is the assignment operator. On the right hand side, if I should have 18, 14 and 13. If I don't give this, okay, suppose I don't give this, then let's see what happens. Okay, you see, value error, not enough values to unpack. Okay, you don't have enough values. Okay, there is an error because it tells the error is not due to this. I can use this line at the top. Okay, now let's see. Okay, you see ABC, not enough values to unpack. So what it means, the number of values should be equal. Now if I give 18, it will give the values. Okay, fine. Now let's see if I delete this, what happens. Okay, too many values to unpack. I have only two variable, but the number of values which I give on the right hand side is 3. So this count on the left hand side, the variable name and the values which I give to the variables are not matching. So that should always be matching. Okay, the count of the variable name and the count of values should be matching. Number of values in the right hand side of the assignment operator. Okay, so that was one. And then I can assign value to I can assign same value to many variables. Okay, how can I do this? For example, I can do that. I can assign a equals b equals c equals, for example, oranges, or uh, let's tell a city name is Kolkata. Okay, so ABC are from Kolkata. I can assign this way. If ABC are student name and they belong to the same city, that is Kolkata, I can use in this way. And then when I print the value of the variables, let's see how it prints. Okay, print the city of the students. Okay, let's see. ABC, Kolkata, Kolkata, Kolkata. So all the values are same. The A is also same, B is also same, C is also same. All the values are same. Okay. So these are the way. Now we can what more we have. We can use unpack of a collection once we do a list, and then I'll show you how we can unpack a collection, and then how can you directly use the values from the list and then use it in the form of a regular variable. How can use that in the form of variable? Okay. Now one more section, that is the output variables. Let's dive into this particular output variables. Okay. So we have, for example, x equal to Python and y equal to basics. Okay. Now I want to print, for example, I am learning plus x. Okay. So I'll comment all this now. As of now, let's see. I am learning Python. Okay. And if I give x plus y, it will add one more variable to it. I am learning Python basics. So if I give a space and then plus, it will append. I am learning Python basics. Okay. This is the way I am adding the variables over here. Okay. Other way which I can do is that I can, so this is the one more way which I have shown you, and then how, or other way I can use this x equal to c equal to x plus space plus y, and then print c. Okay, the same thing, Python basics, the same way which I've used over here. Okay, so that was the one. And then we have, if for example I have the value x equal to, or a equal to 10, and then b equal to 20, and then if I use print a plus b, what will give you is the print addition of a and b. Okay, so it will give me the addition of a and b. If I run this, addition of a and b is 30. Fine. Now let's try to combine string number with a value. Okay, now let's say I have a same a equal to 32, and then I have name equal to Ashok. Now I can tell print age of age of plus name. Okay, plus name plus is plus a. Okay, combine. So I'll append this. So I'll comment this out. I'll run this. Cannot, can only concatenate string, not int to string. What it means is that here we have, if I eliminate this part, let's see what happens if I eliminate this part. Okay, and I run it. Age of Ashok. Okay, now when I do, if I print this again, if I add it again, what it does is that it tells it cannot print it because it gives an error, because it cannot add a string and then add a number to a string. So a is a number, that is an integer, and it cannot add the integer to the string. Okay, it cannot do that. So there is a way, workaround for this. What you can do is that you can typecast the variable a to a string, and then you can use it. Okay, you can use it this way. Now if I do, now we get age of Ashok is 32. Fine. So that was the one. We have one more section, and we'll not look into this right now. This is called the global variables. Okay. For the concept of global variables, it is very important that you know what are functions. Global variables. It's very important that you know the concept of functions. Once you know the concept of function, then only I'll go to this particular concept of global variables. What are the difference between a global variable and local variable, and how can you declare a global variable inside a function? But for that to know, you need to know the concept of function very well. So this is one which is pending. The other one is how can you open or unpack a collection once you are through the concept of list or tuple or dictionaries. Then I'll show you how can you unpack a collection, huh? Into different variables. There is a single statement. Is a single statement how you can directly unpack the values uh, in the dictionary or in the list or in any iterable uh, variables objects which are there. Okay. I hope this was useful for you. And this is the second one. So let's revise. It is very important that you know the rules at least. So let's revise on the rules. The basic rules of variable. Basic rules are: use small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, underscore 0 to 9. These are only valid characters for you, which can be used in creating a variable name. Okay. And variable name can only start with an underscore, a to z, small a to z, and capital A to Z. It cannot start with a number. Okay. Variable name should not be a name of a Python function or keyword. For example, it cannot be you cannot declare a variable name for int, float, class. Variable name should be short and descriptive. Student underscore marks, student underscore names. Okay. Variables do not need to be declared with any particular type and can even change type after they have been set. Okay. That was one. And two more rules which we discussed today. That is, variable names are case sensitive. For example, age, and age, these three are different variables, and variable names cannot start with a number. Okay. And we have shown you the illegal variable names which are there, the multi-word variables, which how can you create it using camel case, snake case, and then we have discussed about assigning multiple values. We have discussed about output variables. How can you combine two strings? How can you add two variables? How can you add a variable or a string to an integer? How can you use it using our casting method? We'll discuss in detail of casting in the subsequent uh, sessions, but this is just a workaround for this particular exercise which we have over here. Then two more things are which are pending, which are unpacking of a collection and what are global variables. Yeah. Thank you very much. Uh, Take notes and circulate this particular course with your friends, with your colleagues, whomever you think maybe want to learn Python programming. It will be useful for them. Okay. See you in the next session. Thank you.